Have you ever been in Miami and wondered why there's so much money in the city? There's entrepreneurs everywhere, there's course sellers everywhere, there's scammers everywhere. There's people doing all these sketchy things that we don't even want to be involved with. But today, this video, we're dedicated to asking business owners how they got into this position and how do you become an entrepreneur in 2024? How do you create a business? What's the first step to creating a business? How much money do you make as an entrepreneur? What are the hardest parts about being an entrepreneur? So today, I got a few of my boys to pull up and they're real entrepreneurs and they've done real money. So we're gonna ask them how they've done it, some questions. Let's get right into it. If you love entrepreneurship, this video is for you guys. Come on. All right, guys. So with our first contestant of today's video, we have Brandon Carter. If you don't know who Brandon Carter is, his name is King Keto on social media. Search him up for anything. But guys, listen, he's built an 8-figure yearly company just off being in the gym, being jacked. And I gotta ask him, how can I get jacked as well? I wanna learn about entrepreneurship. I wanna learn how to get jacked. And let's see what happens, guys. Come on, let's get right into it. All right, guys. So we're here. We're in Miami. Who are we with?
Brandon Carter, King Keto. What's going on?
All right. So like I told you guys in the last part, Brandon Carter's a fitness coach, right? You're a fitness coach?
Yeah, for sure, man. For all my life.
All your life. How old are you?
I'm 42.
42.
42. Yeah.
42 years old, and you're still doing it.
Yeah, man. I'm out here. I love it. I love the game.
And so this video, we're mainly talking about entrepreneurship, right?
Okay.
Are you an entrepreneur?
For sure. Yeah.
How many businesses have you ran, you think, in your whole lifetime?
Probably 15.
15.
Around 10 or 15, or in that range. They all didn't work. Sometimes they fail. Sometimes everything don't work.
And what's your number one business?
My number one business now is I teach people how to grow their online fitness business.
And can we say
coaches?
And can we say how much revenue has that done in the last year?
In the last year, we did around 6 mil.
6 million.
Yeah.
So how did you go from 1 to 6 million in 1 year?
1 to 6 million in 1 year. It's that business did 6 million. We didn't go from 1 to 6 million in 1 year. It was gradual. You know what I'm saying?
And do you think living in Miami it's easy to spend a lot of money?
I mean, you definitely can. I mean, it's probably easier to spend a lot of money in New York. New York is more expensive than Miami. Plus, you have state tax. And I was living in Miami, so there's a tax. I was living in Manhattan, so there's the tax if you live in the city. That's the reason I moved here. But you could probably spend more money in New York.
And so someone who's starting out, right? They're trying to create that first business of theirs. How can they find out what business they want to create?
I don't know if I can tell you that, man. I think you need to find something that you would do for free, because if you're gonna go all out, right, it shouldn't feel like work, right? So even though I had to sacrifice everything, it didn't feel like work because I loved it. There was a passion inside. It would have been hard for me not to sacrifice everything, right? So if you can find something like that, I don't know how to give that to you, but if you can find it, that's your best chance. Otherwise, you're probably going to give up when it gets difficult. But if you had that passion, you'll be able to go through the difficulty, because now you're not even doing it so much for the money. The money's like a bonus,
That's what you mean.
But if you ain't got it, then I don't know. You probably just get a job, homie. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have like 40 employees, and not all of them even want to be entrepreneurs. Like, they want to go home and fucking do other shit, which is cool. I'm glad to have them.
Thank you so much, man. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me Instagram, King Keto, YouTube.
Awesome. Thank you so much, my guy. Good to see you.
No problem, brother.
All right, guys. That was a great interview with my guy, Brandon Carter, King Keto. Shout out, Brandon. Bro, when was the last time you seen a Brandon Carter interview? That's like never happening. So that was sick. We pulled it off. 10 mil a year from fitness. He said 6 mil a year off fitness specifically, but 4 mil, I guess, from other businesses. That was pretty sick. He's one of the OGs in the game. You guys see all these people in Miami selling fitness programs, fitness courses. Brandon Carter is the OG. He's the original. He's the first one who started it. Maybe not first. Let me correct myself. One of the first. That was sick. Let's get to the next one. This video is a fire video, guys. Come on, let's go. All right, guys. I just got off the phone with my guy, Myles Kronman. You guys are about to find out something crazy about my guy. We're going to ask him. He's a multi-8-figure entrepreneur. He does 8 figures plus with each of his 2 companies that he has running every year. And this guy makes serious money. We're going to ask him how we can make our first million. This is a crazy one, guys. Let's get into it. Let's go. Miami, I'm with my guy, Myles, man. How's it going?
Everything's great, bro. How are you?
I'm pretty good
to see you again.
Thank you. So if people don't know who you are, let's take a quick little brief introduction of what you do and who you are.
Okay, so I'm 31 years old. I live down here in Miami. I own a couple of different businesses. One of them is a cleaning company. One of them is a marketing media agency. We have a couple portfolio companies, but overall, most of my day is just managing people.
That's awesome. Is this your car?
It is. It's one of them.
How much the car costs?
I want to say that this one out the door was like $530.
530 grand.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like 532, what I remember, because I got like the wheel package, insurance, a couple other things on it. So.
All right, guys. Now we're sitting down with Myles, man. Myles, in this video, we're asking a bunch of different 8-figure entrepreneurs on how someone starting from zero to make their first million. What's some advice you'd tell me if I want to make my first million?
First advice I would say is pick a service. Okay, you have 2 ways to pick a service. It's either going to be a digital service or a physical service. Digital service is going to take you a little bit longer to make money. If you need to make money today, it would have to be a physical service. So that'd be something like cleaning, you could do power washing, you could do delivery service, anything like that. That's something where you can literally go to homeowners or stores and actually get paid the same exact day.
And so that relies on sales, am I right?
That relies on sales. Everything relies on sales. I would say the first thing you need to do in order to even do that service is get comfortable with asking people. I mean, if you don't ask, you're not going to make the money.
And what's one piece of advice you'd give someone who wants to learn sales?
Kind of what I just said. Just don't be afraid to ask. Go up to them, understand that it's a numbers game, right? Like I would say in the beginning, it's going to be 1 out of 100, but that one person you could definitely get, and it can make a difference in just one day.
Do you have any experience with like personally having to like maybe knock on doors or anything to sell some?
Yeah, so that's actually how I built my cleaning company. I mean, I would knock on doors every single day. I would say that on average, I would do like 50 to 70 doors a day, and there would be some days where I wouldn't get anybody. There'd be some days where I get one person or 2 or 3 people, but that's where I started making my first $300-400 a day.
Was there ever a piece of advice your dad's given you from doing sales like himself that's stuck with you like through your journey you've had to be so successful?
Yeah, he told me, he was like, you just have to wake up every day and decide that you're going to go out there and do it, even when you have a hard time. You just got to do it.
There's a big term, but someone who's starting to make some money, like whether it's social media or they have their real job that they're doing in real life, where do they put their money? What's like the best investing advice you'd give someone who wants to make their money work for them?
Don't worry about investing until you have at least 6 months in the bank. I know that's like something that everyone says, but it's totally true because you'll always have that problem. The other side of it is the best investment is always going to be in yourself. If you want to stay in your job and just be an employee, then you can start investing. If you know you want to be an entrepreneur, put 6 months aside and then take all the money you make and start investing it into a project that you 100% believe in. Make sure you believe in it. It's not something that you believe in because other people are doing it and finding success in it already.
And you're 31 now, am I right?
I'm 31.
Do you know what age you first became a millionaire?
Yeah, it was either, I think it was either 20 or right after my 21st birthday. Like I was really, really young. I'd sold my company, but I don't think by the time I actually got the check, I think I was 21.
21.
Yeah, because it takes time, like when you go through the paperwork and do everything. But it was that April, and my birthday's in May. So I want to say, like, I think I told myself it was 20, but I think I actually got the money when I was 21.
So when you were 18, you were in this process of building a company. Any advice you'd give your 18-year-old self?
Any advice I'd give my 18-year-old self?
Especially with the knowledge you have today.
Shit, stop spending the money.
Really?
I would say stop spending the money. Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I spent so much money that I wish I didn't, trying to impress people that didn't matter to me. Girls, people that were older than me, people that I thought that I wanted to be my friends, wanting to be the big shot. But I would say that was the biggest waste and some of the biggest regrets that I have today.
That's awesome. If they want to check you out, do you have social media you can shout out?
I do. It's Myles K.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Anytime, man. Of course.
Guys, that was an amazing interview with my guy Myles, bro. That was crazy. This guy's a pain in the butt to get a hold of, but we made it happen. And this guy told us something crazy that we should know. If you want to become successful in 2024, you need to start a business that requires physical activity. Whether it's cleaning windows, knocking on doors, you need to learn sales. So if there's one thing I picked up from this video and Myles' interview, learn sales. So my guy David Saylor just hit me up on the phone. He said he's walking around Design District with his family, but he wants to do a little video, help me out, guys. He's an 8-figure entrepreneur. I'm pretty sure he's on like 50 million or something in 1 year. We're gonna ask him some questions, how he did it, and honestly, let's get into it. I'm excited to bring you guys this banger, guys. Let's go. What's the most amount of income you've ever generated in a single year?
Our biggest year was close to 50 mil.
David, I like the RM, man. How much the watch costs?
Oh man, this was, I think today it goes for around 400.
And what do you do for a living to afford RMs like this in Miami?
I am in the cannabis industry, amongst other things, yes.
What else do you do?
I own some vape shops, 7 or 8 vape shops in 3 or 4 different states. We have about 30 retail stores with cannabis and vape, and then also real estate and some other business ventures.
What's one thing you've learned about entrepreneurship that someone needs to know if they want to start their own business at home?
Man, my advice would be obviously work hard, but don't overthink. If you have something that you're passionate about and you want to do, get started immediately.
That's awesome. Do you have a social media you can shout out?
David Saylor on Instagram, SailorMade on YouTube.
Thank you so much,
brother.
All right, guys, that was an amazing interview with my guy David Saylor. That was shocked me out of nowhere. We were able to run into him. He hit me up on the phone, made it happen right away. That was some crazy advice, and those numbers are insane. All right, guys, my boy Joey Rafael just pulled up over there in his Maybach. I'm actually very close to Joey, so it's kind of a shock for him to pull up this day when we're shooting this video. So this is just gonna be a great segment. We're gonna ask him. He's an injury lawyer, Miami injury lawyer on social media. We're about to ask him some questions, how he did it, and how much money does he make. Let's go, guys. Come on. All right, guys, I'm here with my guy Joey. What's up, Joey?
What's up?
So I'm here with Joey. Joey, are you an entrepreneur?
Yes, I am. I would say I'm one of the few professional entrepreneurs. Like I'm a lawyer and an entrepreneur.
How does that make sense?
Because I started my own law firm.
Okay.
So a year out of law school, I started my own law firm. A lot of the entrepreneurs in Miami are not professionals, right? I mean, they're still obviously professionals at what they do, but they're not doctors, lawyers, accountants.
And so someone like yourself, what kind of cars do you daily drive?
So I recently got a lifted Jeep, which is my newest car. It's one of my favorites. I have a Huracan, and then I actually have a Maybach too, which is what I drove today.
You drove a Maybach here today?
Yeah.
Can we go check it out?
Yeah, we can go check it out.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so we're chilling in the back of the Maybach right now. This thing is pretty sick. What is this?
2021 S580 Maybach. I love it. This is my business car. Anytime I have a big business meeting or a business meeting that's in Broward or West Palm, this is the car I'll take.
Do you have a driver for this or what?
Honestly, no. I use this thing called the Driver app where I hire a driver. It's $30
No way.
an hour. Yeah, this is not sponsored, but if you have a car like this and you want to get a driver occasionally, I really recommend it.
So do you get work done in the back? What's the one?
Yeah, usually. So hold hold this, I'll pop this out. Got a nice little desk over here. It's basically like a private jet on wheels, bro. And then boom, I can get the work done. If this thing could open up. There we go. And then we're set.
So as an entrepreneur like yourself, how many hours a day do you think you're working?
From the moment I open my eyes to the moment I close them.
Is it really that many hours?
Yeah, it never ends.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, look, sometimes I'll be at the gym, but even if I'm at the gym, I'll get an important text message, important email, I'll answer it. You know, the work never shuts off, it never ends. I think that's one thing that people don't realize when they want to become an entrepreneur.
Do you ever get tired of that?
No, man, I love it. I love what I do, you know, and it's gotten me to this point, right? Like, I can afford nice things. I can provide for the people that I love. I really don't mind it, man.
And do you think anyone is meant for entrepreneurship?
No, I don't think everyone is meant for it. I think it really takes a specific type of person, takes a lot of determination, a lot of resilience, a lot of persistence, because you might not see results your first year or two, or even 5 years, who knows? For me personally, man, I didn't make serious money till year 3. Now we're in year 4. Luckily, things are going great, but man, my first year, I made like $70,000.
And in a business like that you're in right now, does it cost money to make money?
Without a doubt. I think that you could definitely make money without spending money, but when you start reinvesting into your business, hiring staff, spending money on marketing, advertising, that's when you really start to see the exponential growth. But I mean, it doesn't take money to make money, but nonetheless, if you want to see more money, you should be spending money on your business.
So what do you think is one specific thing that someone could start doing to market themselves on social media? What makes someone stand out?
Honestly, just get in front of the camera and start doing it. Most business owners are just not doing it. And the second you start and you put yourself out there, you'll get people talking about it and you'll get traction. I think that's the most important thing, is just to start.
What's the blueprint for someone watching at home who's a kid, right? They're under the age of 18.
Yeah.
How can they become successful in 2024 with any sort of business?
Ooh, how to become successful in 2024 with any sort of business. I mean, it's going to sound cliche, but I would say pick one thing and work extremely hard at it, right? There's nothing that beats hard work, right? Talent doesn't beat it. Nothing beats hard work. It's not something that can be given to you. So just pick one thing and work hard.
It's awesome, man. Where can they find you on social media, Joey?
So it's at Miami Injury Lawyer on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, with underscores in between each word. And then my firm's Rafael Law. Our phone number is 954-365-JOEY. We're available 365 days a year.
If you get into a car accident, make sure you call Joey. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, guys, that wraps up today's video of asking 8-figure entrepreneurs how to start a business or how to make my first million. And we learned a lot of stuff. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. Guys, I am really just starting to push heavily on YouTube. If you have any feedback for me, please do not be scared to leave it in the comments. Hate on me, respect me, whatever you want to do. And guys, if you want to be featured in a next video of mine, follow my Instagram, message me, whatever you think you kind of category you'd fit in. We're always looking for new talent and new entrepreneurs to be in these videos. And that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.